Welcome to Spirit of Forza Motorsport Part 2, where we get to drive the lovely 350Z or the Nissan Fairlady, depending on what part of the region you are from, smacking on a few upgrades to try and max out the PI limit and making it drive a little bit better. Some beautiful liveries in this race, and as you can see, I'm starting off down in P10. And we're also at Mugello, which is an absolute brilliant track. Getting a good start off the line, actually a really good start off the line. There's another Nissan there to the right hand side. Look at that, we have friends. Catching up to the GTO, the black GTO, getting a really good run. Not too sure what that car is. An RX-7. Oh, look, another friend there. They have a spoiler on their car. And yeah, I think I should have put one on mine, to be honest. Oh, bit of contact of the inside of Nissan Silvia up in front, and I think that is the Han livery Nissan Silvia in front of that. Absolute beautiful cars in this race. I generally don't think this 350Z is capable of keeping up with these two cars on the left, so I'm going to edge you over to the outside and try and create my own position here, because it's only AI and there's nothing to worry about. Coming around here now, a little bit soft, the suspension, shall I say. It's not heavily designed for this kind of racing, I can say that, but that car up in front is long gone. Like, what? The max PI rating here is 500. Why am I being left behind so heavily? This is not fair, and I don't agree to this. I mean, by the time we get to lap 4, it's exactly the same. I can't catch up to him. I'm really trying as well. Like, the cars behind, they've been coming and going behind. The AI is just weird and finicky. That car up in front is absolutely insane, and it's in the handling department, because in the straight lines, I'm actually really catching up to them. But the way that car excels is in the cornering, and I just cannot match it for the love of money. I mean, starting in lap 5 right now, I'm really trying to maximize as much of this track as I can, whilst doing my best to avoid getting a penalty there, actually. That was very close. You can see, we have closed the gap ever so slightly, but that car up in front is on a whole new level. The way it's handling, I think I could have done with some suspension work. We topped out at 499 PI, and it really was a lot of room for improvement. To be fair though, the cars behind aren't exactly putting us under any pressure. They're not keeping up, which is quite funny, really. I mean, look at the map now. There is just a train of cars in one big row behind. Coming to our final lap though, cars behind still haven't caught up, and I still haven't caught up to that car up in front, and our best lap time at the moment is a 108.1, and I think that's actually a really good lap time. Not as clearly as good as the car up in front, although I think we're matching it. The problem is I just don't have the run to be able to catch them up, but it is what it is, and we're going to finish this race to start off with in position 2, which is actually really good overall. And the way it's calculated is at the end of the lobby, you are counting on a point scoreboard. So we may have not won this one, but there's always a chance in the next race to try and collect some more points. And talking about next race, we're at Sebring. Short. A track that everybody knows I am really terrible at. It's just that final corner coming around back to the start-finish line. I just cannot mash it for the love of money. And then we're doing the short version of this track. I mean, I've only just started to actually get a little bit better at the long version. We have the short version of this track, and it's just nothing but absolute catastrophe for me, I'm going to be honest. I mean, we're really climbing up behind this Nintendo RX-7, which was absolutely stunning, I'd like to add. Why is there an Audi in this race? And forgetting to brake, and thankfully the AI is really forgiving in this race. There's another Audi S4. Why? It's so, like, out of place. I'm talking about out of place. I'm in the middle of a sandwich, which is never good. I mean, thankfully the AI are kind of wary, and they try and give you a little bit of space when you're part of a sandwich, and then just totally give up. But yeah, the Audis really throw me off, because we have some insane and beautiful Japanese cars. Then we have this plain red Audi. It's like someone went shopping and then decided, you know what, let's stop off here for a minute and see what's going on. Yeah, it really does feel out of place. I mean, what can you do? doors open to everybody, is all I can say, I guess. Surprisingly enough, Han's livery Silvia is in P1, obviously, because that car was an insane machine. And this track is a cornering track as well to an extent. Yes, we get this run along here and the reverse side, but by the time this car actually starts to pick up any real amount of speed, I have to hit the brakes anyway. So it's kind of legible here, which is frustrating. I mean, we're in position 4 overall. I'm not too sure who position 1 is. It's hard to see from such great distances. Do you know what? It's crazy because the AI is only set to 7, same as the previous time around. So I wasn't really intending on having an insane battle, but keeping up with these guys, it seems to be a quite nice fitting place to be. Although my cornering skills have clearly gone out the window, I'm kind of comfortable with where it is. And finishing this race off in 4th place is not ideal, because like I say, the point system is certainly not going to favour me at the moment. There's 2 cars just about to go over the start and finish line. They're probably like position 22, 3 and 4. Yeah, do you know what? Thankfully my car isn't the slowest here, is all I can say. Around this corner now, really nothing's going to happen, to be honest with you. I was thinking maybe the Audi might go wide, the AI goes wrong and crashes, but no, it doesn't feel like it doing it today. So we finished this race off in position 4, setting a best of a 118.336, which is faster than everybody else. Fine game, you've made your point. Back to the tuning menu. Let's do this right, get a decent tune on this car, an upgrade, and let's dominate these next few races. And typical fashion, it's raining. Thankfully then, that means we're all on the same type of tyre compound. For all I know though, position 1 could also be on racing tyres, which would make them quicker overall. Why is that Silvia turning into me? Okay, we've had actually a really good launch off the line. And hey, there we go, look at that. The Hans livery Silvia to the left hand side there is no longer in position 1. There's random Mustangs in this race. 1, 2, 3 off track there for a moment. Oh look, the 350 in position 1. Get on boy, you can do it. Just get that car out of the way, don't need them. Stupid Mustang, why are you part of this race? Around here, it is the short version of Road Atlanta as well, which is kind of nice actually, and kind of not. I kind of like the long back section on the way back, but this swooping curve here is really fun as well, and it's that much fun that the AI clearly can't manage it because I'm leaving them behind. Like, I understand that there's some upgrades to this car, but I didn't upgrade that much. Breaking down into 2nd gear here, almost overcooking it. I think that'll probably be where the AI might start to claw me back in a little bit. I'm not too sure. I know, like I say, I put a little bit of tune on it, adjusted the tyre pressures ever so slightly. And this car is a different animal now. It really does like cornering. Just a little bit more of a tweak in suspension. Get a little bit stiffer. Still has a bit of a boat effect to it. But wow, we are really leaving the pack of cars behind. 3 seconds up already on this lap. Well, it is lap 2, so we didn't have the standing start. Over the curb we go. It really is a sight for sore eyes that the AI is just that weird that it really does depend on the track you are on if the AI is actually competitive or not. And from what I understand, where they generated the AI's capability of driving was testing it on multiple or all the tracks and kept fine-tuning it and making the AI better. I guess this track was missed off the list because I am catching up to the cars up in front. I'm in position 1. Technically not in front, they're behind, but they're in front of us at the moment. We're on lap 6 of 7. So there's only 1 lap after this one to go. And we're on the cars behind. I don't say the gap has increased by much, maybe half a second or so, but it certainly hasn't decreased. The cars up in front, on the other hand, it's really, really weird. And I just don't understand how you get such a variance in quality of the AI. I'm just shocked, really. I mean, it's not even 1 or 2 cars where you can understand they've had an accident with themselves or gone into the gravel pit. Well, look how many, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, about 7 or 8 cars there. It's half the board. Only 24 people in this race. Look, a third of them is in front of me here, just dawdling along like it's a Sunday drive about to get their roast. I mean, I can't really grumble too much. Making my life easier, and I'm getting a position 1 at the end of the day, which is really needed thanks to my poor start of this race. But yeah, the points is certainly going to be on my side this time around. Coming up to top of this hill, braking down to 3rd gear. Over the curb we go. Tell you, that's where the soft suspension is benefiting me right there. The clutch glides pretty much almost over it. Not too comfortable through this section. The car is a little bit unsettled, but now it's quieting down. Before the end of this lap, I'd like to take a moment out to thank our channel members, which are Andy Good, Sigmatic, Daniel Adams, Crazy 8, AK47, Spectral Rain. Thank you guys ever so much for supporting the channel. And if you'd like to be part of this leaderboard, hit that join button down below. And if you haven't done so already, don't forget to like and subscribe. Coming around this back section here, we are really on top of the AI. There they are. Look at you go. You've got it, my friend. Only one more lap to go and I get to pull over and have a cup of tea now. Yeah. Position 1 in the bag. Absolutely love it. It's certainly not all down to my tune that I have done with this car, because I'm now at 500C. We are the same amount of points as position 2. Yep, we need to win another race. Look at that. How on earth did that Mustang get 3rd place? That's not right. Anyway, upgrade time. Time to get us up to 600 PI. And that is going to include turbochargers, a beautiful wide body kit, a little bit of remapping here and there, and sent straight to Suzuka. Look at that wide body kit. It suits that car ever so nice. Wow, look at that hood on the car behind. Jesus Christ. That is a sight that you don't want to be hoovered in on. Hopefully I get a good start for the line. Right, there is quite the difference here. This car is really shifted. And that is thanks to my new gearbox I've put in, because the old one took so long to change gears, you could fit a whole gearbox in between 1 and 2. So we definitely need to sort that problem out. And I just sent that person flying off the track. Fair enough. Cannot grumble at that. I mean, position is a position is all I can say. One more overtaken. And we're catching up to 2 RX-7s. I really like that red one. It is a lovely, lovely livery and a body kit on it. I think it suits it really well. I mean, the spoiler on it is massive. Nintendo. It is brilliant. So credit to the designer on that one. Some simplicity at its best. Right. Okay, car. I understand you have a lot of horsepower. And the horsepower is there right at the end. So you really have to screw it to get going. I mean, you hear the turbo lag on it is unreal. But we are catching up to the black RX-7 up in front. We have upgraded the brakes ever so slightly. We're turning in. Look at the body kit on that as well. Power. Right, come on, turbo. Do your job. Catch up to that machine up in front. Yeah, the turbo lag is kind of brutal. But can we make a move? Shall we make a move? I'm thinking about it. I was like, do I want to just dominate? Yeah. Yeah, let's just do it. And this is where I think you could also be kind of pleasant if you could change the AI on the fly. Or if they were adaptive, actually. That'd be quite good. Have an adaptive AI that can give you competition rather than setting it at the beginning of the race. Because, like I say, some tracks it's just brilliant, some tracks is awful. And as awful as my cornering ability is there, I'm back onto the tarmac, steady, steady, taking 150 board with me. Well, I take that home, need a souvenir. At least I wasn't the only one that went off track. The RX, why were they still turning left? Oh well, there's nothing like a helping hand there. You saw the understand the wheel was pointing as far left as that car was capable of doing. Yeah. Yeah, thankfully I'm not one taking credit for coding that. Braking down to 3rd gear and making it round this corner one piece. The car behind actually had a bit of a twitchy moment. And a train of people is right behind. There's one really at the end there that's just not part of the convoy. It's like they literally forgot where they were and decided, you know what? It's the peaceful life back here, and I'm perfectly happy just to turn up on the day. We'll be through this section here. The improvements I have made on this car have created a situation where the back end does like to step out a good 20 or 30 degrees, but stays there. So it's not going to break your neck, but it certainly isn't as efficient as it could be. The power in this thing, though, is absolutely insane. Compared to when it was before, this upgrade to 600 PI really made a difference. It's really brought this car's character in. Now, all the slow gear changes, the lack of engine power, or the lack of... It wasn't engine power that it was down on. It was a lack of grunt within that engine power. It was just... It felt choked all the time, that you could really pound the life out of it and not a lot happened. That's the sad thing about it. But this turbocharger has really woken it up. And it goes to show, as we're coming out this corner now, back wheels sliding, and away we go. Thankfully, the spirit of Forza Motorsport Season 2, or Part 2, has only taken an hour to complete in its total entirety, which is... It doesn't feel as long as some of the career choices made, but it's okay. That's all I can say. Kind of interested, really, because when you look back at the titles, Forza 1, which was the Honda NSX, Forza 2, there's Nissan 350 or Fairlady, depending where you're from, and then you jump to Forza Motorsport 3, which was an Audi R8. Then you're jumping into the more hypercar class or the supercar class. So yes, whilst the Part 3 is going to include an Audi R8, the series did a dramatic change between 2 and 3. Like I say, it was the cover looked more importy and catering to the Japanese car market, and then you went into the supercar market. And I gotta be honest, I never played Forza 1 and 2. My first stepping stone was Forza 3, which was back then massive car list, tuning capabilities, and had a mountain of tracks in there as well. It was really, really good. Then obviously Forza 4 came out, that, and I tell you what Forza 4 reminds me of. It was Forza Motorsport 3, where everything was a little bit better. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below, but it really, really was. And then Forza 5 came out, and it took me a while to get from the 360 to the Xbox One, so I never actually got that title. Pretty sure I played Forza 6, but my problem was I didn't feel like it had the same charm as 3 and 4, and the same with Forza 7. It just didn't have the same charm the rest had. Graphically, they were brilliant for their time period, and to be fair, I mean, Forza Motorsport 7 still is aged okay, but I just wasn't all that comfortable with the title, and it certainly wasn't that good on the wheel. More of a controller type of game, where, to be fair, credit where credit's due, this title is really good on the wheel. When you dial in the settings and everything like that, the wheel feels absolutely brilliant. As brilliant as my capabilities on that corner at that moment. Kind of excited to see, really, what tracks we're going to get in the Forza Motorsport 3 races. I haven't looked. I don't like spoiling myself, so it'll be really interesting to see. Thankfully, though, we won this race as well, so that means we won the Forza Motorsport Spirit number 2. That was the wrong way to say it. The Spirit of Forza Motorsport 2. And there we go. We actually set a really fast lap time. 3 seconds faster than the next fast person. Interesting. And yeah, there we are. 102 points. What did we win? Those cars are nice. Just saying. Right, we got a... Ooh, Skyline GTR. Nice. And the suit.